our chapter, he came to this building. We sat in the balcony, and we were trying to see if there's anything we could do from a cultural point of view. One of the things that we discussed is to, as a result, is to have Chinese American and African American visiting China together. And so we organized a trip, first to Shanghai, and then we also organized a trip to Pell St. But it turned out there was 2 African American and 2 Chinese American. The other is the photography joke. So we came and we want to reconnect that, particularly here in Chinatown. So I guess my point of view is to follow the legacy of this building. If you see the front, is the term Memorial Hall, 纪念堂, is to remember Reverend Lee Tao by his daughter, Mabel Lee, who received a lot of press. First Chinese American to, well, she never became American, but she graduated from Columbia with the PhD in 1921. And there's a picture of her in 1912. She's mounted on a horse, leading the women's suffrage parade down on Fifth Avenue. That's in the newspaper. And so the legacy of Reverend Lee Tao was that at the time where he was so-called mayor of Chinatown, because he was the president of CCPA, right? And he was from not Pell, but he was from Nanhai, with some Hakkaken connection, because the president of CCPA had to alternate between the local power group, which is the Pell, and another group is non-Pell. They rotate. Right? It was interesting because the Pell and Hakka had basically war. 800,000 people died in Pell, the conflict. So in some way, Chinatown was trying to bridge the gap between the clan, fighting. And so Reverend Lee Tao, we want to remember, he had a peace conference in 1924 in which he wanted to bring together the Tang fraction. And unfortunately, it was he died. Some, we don't know what exactly, some said heart attack, some stroke, but some said he died of a doping bomb because of the division in the community at that time. So I come to share this story because I feel that right now Chinatown is divided, even though we're not fighting. But this division, I'm very concerned about the problem, the situation in Mocha, with the jail. I went to Mocha recently. We have SNCC in the back, we got a class there. And my goal as a minister is perhaps follow that legacy to bridge the gap between even our people with different perspective, right? And CCPA and the labor union, and Robert provides some consultation of those restaurant workers. And so I think this is the spirit in which we want to present this film that Ursula made. The goal is that we somehow come back and work together and to bridge a lot of gap. So Reverend Lee Tao, I guess, gave his life. In his last moment, he was trying to bring together the faction of the Tang, right? Leung, Sing, and then his daughter, Mabel Lee, built this as a memorial. It's interesting that the sign in front does not designate exactly who this memorial is for. It was for Lee Tao, but I think the trustee would want to remember people who are significant in bringing people together. And so I want to pay tribute to Poppy Lee, who was the one that said, "Babe, open up the church so I could show a film, Anime Wong." the trustee would probably kick me out of the church to show that story, and I'll show pictures in the, no, she's in the quarter. Anybody have the quarter of Maple Leaf? I don't have one. You have a picture?
Not with me.
We could get
but-
some for us.
Yes, I can. You can order it through the mint.
Yeah, we pay
Well-
a premium.
I know, that's how we got.
$15 for a $10 roll.
Yeah, I gave them away for Chinese New Year.
Oh.
Instead of like home vows, I put that in